Good day, everyone. Welcome to your Hatha Flow class. My name is Rain. Let's go and start with your practice for today. Let's go find yourself your yoga mat, your blocks, your straps. Put them on the side so it's easier for you to grab around whenever you need it. If you don't have any, it's perfectly fine. Go ahead and grab maybe thick books, pillows, long towels, posters. Just put them whenever so you can grab them if you want it. Gently finding yourself here at the center of your mat. We're going to start first in your Savasana. So slowly grounding down here at the center of your mat. Feeling all of your body grounded down. Maybe planting both of your feet as wide as your mat. Hands extend to the sides. Slowly finding yourself here in this shape. If you want a little bit of an opener to start with your practice for today, bending onto the knees one by one. Slowly an option, planting your feet here wide than the mat, and then slowly knees gently plugging into the center. Or if you want some more, plugging both of your feet at the center, knees open to the side, so your reclined butterfly pose. Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands at the top or maybe hands on opposite elbows, allowing your heart to open a little bit more. Maybe a few wiggles on the hips, on the shoulders, grounding down and feeling yourself. Gently easing in alignment here in your practice. Gaze at the ceiling or soften the eyelids, gaze through the nose. Or close your eyes here for a few moments of your practice to start. Maybe offering your practice today to someone or just doing this for yourself. Without any judgment, give yourself grace to find gentleness in the body as you practice kindness, as you practice compassion, as you practice love. Let's deeply connect here. Take an inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go out the mouth. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathing in. And breathing out. 1 more, breathe in. And exhale, breathing out. Slowly open your eyes, coming back to the present moment, maybe blinking twice. Slowly release your hands. If you take a bind, slowly bending onto the knees, back to the center. Slowly extending both of your feet to the top of your mat. Gently put your ankles in. Hands extend to the top. Find yourself a good stretch, maybe clenching the quads, clenching the glutes, lengthening the hands up top. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend the knees towards your heart first. So finding yourself in your first pose, your Pawan Muktasana. Hands can come just here towards the inner thighs. Or maybe hands can come here to the shins, pressing your knees to the ground. Feeling that relaxation on the shoulders, let it ground you down. And find the sensation here in your lower back opening up. Relax your head. Relax all of your face. Feeling that opening and slowly sitting with it. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's release. Slowly coming back here. Left leg extends to your mat. An option to stay there. Or if you want some more, we're going to extend that left leg to the top of your mat. Finding this first opening on the hip. Grounding down. Feeling that right knee squeezing in. An option to stay here if you want some more. We're going to extend that right hand to the right side to a cactus. Or maybe to a T. Find your own version here. As you gently pull that right knee down to the left side. So finding an opening here in your reclining side twist. Right shoulder is still down to the mat. Heart still faces the sky. And feeling that opening on your lower back and your middle back. Right knee is parallel to the right hip. right ankle is parallel to the right knee. If your right knee does not connect to the ground, it's perfectly fine. Maybe grab a block, place them here on your right knee or maybe to the right shin. If you don't have a block, maybe a pillow. Maybe find your left hand pressing that right knee closer to the ground. Slowly relax here and just focus on the breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Take 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's release. Slowly coming back to the center, pulling that right knee back to your heart, all of your hips ground down. We're going to take a quick opening here onto the right side. So gently going to open your right knee towards your right side. Just a quick one. Take one good breath, as deep as you can. Left hand presses to the left hip to keep it grounded. On your exhale, we're going to release. Coming back to the center, back to your squeeze. Now I'm going to give you an option to stay here. Or if you want some more, hands extend to the sides as you extend that right leg to the sky. Point or flex that foot, feeling that energy on your right leg. An option to stay here. Or if you want some more, we're going to grab our yoga straps. So finding a yoga strap, or if you don't have any yoga strap, you can find a long towel or maybe this power band that I have here. I'm going to show you how you can use it. So if you have a power band at home, or if you have a yoga strap, what usually happens in a yoga strap is that you have one side that has a buckle on it. Find yourself a loop, and then slowly, once you find a loop, you can gently put that on that right foot. Like that. If you have a power band like this one, you can just loop one side, place it here on your right foot. So you're going to extend the right leg, point or flex that right foot. Right hand grabs onto the glute band, left hand here to the left hip. Release all of your shoulders down to the mat. So feeling that energy on your right leg. If this is too much, while it's extended, you can take a micro bend on that right knee. Clench that right quad to support your right hams. If you want a little bit more, you can extend that leg. Maybe your leg can come closer to your heart center. Feeling all of your upper body relax here. Relax your right shoulder down. Finding that active press on your left quad down to the mat. You're going to stay here for 5 deep cycles of your breath. Squeezing the inner thighs together, making sure your right hip is not lifting to the right side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Slowly release. Take a good bend on the right knee first. Release that loop on the right foot. Put your strap onto the side. Take one good squeeze. Inhale. And then slowly release. Gently, let's go do the opposite side. Left knee to the heart. Right leg, gently take a bend or extend it to the top of your mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. Again, an option to stay. If you want some more, we're going to find your reclining side twist. Left hand to a T or to a cactus. On the left side, left knee drops towards the right side to your reclining side twist. So finding your heart, looking at your sky, your ceiling. Left shoulder is still grounded down to the mat. So your left knee, if does not connect to the ground like this one, it's good. You can find a block, place it on your right knee, on your left knee or to the shin. Maybe your left hand can find that left thigh to keep it pressing down. And find a sensation in your lower back and your middle back as you stay here. Relax your face and slowly melt down to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take 3, 2. Take one more breath. Let's slowly release. Very nice. Coming back to the center. Left knee back to your heart, and then slowly taking a cute opening here. We're gonna drop that left knee towards the left side, so a quick opening here. Right hand to the right hip, left knee gently grounds down. With the use of your left hand, press it down. Take one good breath here. Inhale. On your exhale, let's slowly release. Coming back to the center here. Now this time, an option to stay or maybe hands on to the side as you extend that left leg to the sky. Point or flex that left foot, keeping your left hip grounded to the mat. Again, an option to stay, or we're gonna use our yoga strap here, or your glute band or your long towel. If you have just a towel, you can place your foot at the middle of the towel and place your hands on each side, pressing your left foot down. All right, so if you have a glute band or a yoga strap, find your loop on one side and then slowly place it at the middle of your left foot. Left hand gently on the band or on the strap, right hand to the right hip. So feeling that flex, take a micro bend on the left knee. If this is already too much, clench that quad. Feel that support on your left hams. If you have some more in you, we're gonna extend that left leg to the top of your mat, closer to the heart. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. We're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's release. Slowly take a good bend on the left knee, releasing that strap. Give yourself one good squeeze. And then slowly we're gonna release. Gently planting both of your feet here to the center. Let's go make our way to your tabletop. So gently leaning onto one side. And then slowly finding yourself a good seat first. And then going to your all fours to your tabletop. Shoulders stack onto the wrist, hips onto the knees. Open the fingers out wide here. Engaging the core neutral on the spine. So an option here with your tabletop, you can find a good cushioning on your wrists and your knees. If you think that your mats are too thin for today, fold your mats like this so that you can double or triple them like so. So find an option to notice the sensations in your joints. If you feel like it's just not working out for today, find yourself a good way to modify. So whenever you're ready, where you are, let's go find your cat and cow pose. Slowly take an inhale, belly to the floor. Tailbone points up high. Open your heart forward, roll your shoulders down and back. Gaze forward or to the sky. And as you exhale, first on the lower back, tuck your tailbone down, draw your navel towards your spine. Slowly shoulder blades widen to the sides as you press your chin to your chest. Look at your navel or at your knees. Let's go for one more. Breathing in, rolling the shoulders, opening your heart forward, maybe bending the elbows, maybe pressing forward. And then slowly to your cat. Tucking your tailbone, press with the hands, chin to chest, relax your face. Doing that 3 more times, breathing in, allowing yourself this space to connect your movement with your breath. Finding mindfulness by knowing the sensations in your body as each vertebrae aligns and opens up. Taking a moment to breathe at your own pace. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Come back to the center on the next breath. Let's go find your first downward facing dog. Inch your hands forward. Gently tuck both of your feet at the back as you push your hips up to the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So find an option for a good stance here on your down dog. Hands pressing in, shoulder distance apart in front. If your shoulders are too tight, you can gently Turn them out as if your thumbs are pointing to the front of your mat. You can also press your hands wider than your shoulders and feel of having a good grip here on your hands. Find your knuckle pads and your finger pads pressing in. Now see if your yoga mats can give you a good grip. If not, you can double or triple your mat or find yourself a way, maybe a towel will do, just making sure that you have there modified at your own support. Gently take your tailbone high. Maybe if your heels are not on the ground, bending one knee to the heart as the opposite heel grounds down, and then slowly doing the opposite side. Pedaling your legs opens you up a little bit more, pressing your heart to the thighs. If this is still not an option, keep your heels lifted, bending the knees to your heart, pressing your heart to the back. We're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's go to your next pose. Heels up, bend your knees, gaze to your hands first. Right foot steps here beside that right pinky in front. Gently bending that left knee to the ground, finding yourself here in your lizard pose, untucking that left foot down. So find an option here, making sure your right shin is straight, right knee stacks on your right ankle, hands pressing here at the mat, parallel to each other. An option to modify, first you can find your blocks, place them here on your hands to give yourself a good support. You can keep your hips up a little bit here. If this is too much, you can pull that left knee closer to you. If you want, maybe extending that left leg at the back a little bit farther. You can find your mat, double them on your left knee if this is too much, or find a pad like this to gently find a good cushioning on that left knee. So as many support as you want. This is your practice. This is your journey. So allow yourself that help that you need whenever you need it, however you want it. Open your heart forward, shoulders away from your ears. We're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Release your blocks, release any support that you have. Let's go back to your downward facing dog. Tuck your left foot, left knee comes up. You're gonna press your hands as you swing that right foot at the back to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Let's go try everything on the opposite side. Heels up, bend your knees, left foot steps at the side of your left pinky in front. Right knee grounds down, untuck your back foot, find yourself your lizard pose here. Maybe right knee comes in or comes far, find your own option. Maybe blocks on the hands or maybe not. Maybe find a pad to your right knee or just double your mat if this is not good for today. Find yourself a support. You're gonna open your heart forward as you roll your shoulders down and back. Lift through the crown of your head and feel this opening on the side of the hip. Tuck your tailbone to support your lower back here. Maybe close your eyes. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Release the blocks, release the pads, maybe untuck the mat if you doubled them. Slowly, you're gonna tuck that right foot, right knee comes up. We're gonna step that left foot at the back to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Maybe finding your own stance in your down dog. Maybe your heels come closer to the mat this time. Take an inhale, take your tailbone high. On your exhale, let's release. Heels up, bending your knees to your mat. Slowly untucking both of your feet. Find your big toes touching. Press your hips onto the heels. Extend your hands forward. Melt all of your heart down. Forehead grounds down as well. Welcoming yourself here in your child's pose. Feeling that opening on your side bodies as you press your heart down, as you press all of your hands to the top of your mat. And finding this shape to ground you down and pull you back into the intentions that you have set up for today's practice. 5 deep cycles of your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Last 2. Last 1. Very nice. Let's release. Looking forward first, slowly coming back to your tabletop, slowly finding yourself back to your downward facing dog. Plant the hands, tuck both of your feet, pushing your hips up and back. Just one good breath here. Take your tailbone high, press your heart to the back of the mat. And on your exhale, let's go to your forward fold on top. Heels up, bend your knees, gaze to your hands. We're going to walk to the top of your mat. So slowly, maybe taking quick baby steps here, engaging your core, pressing your weight on your hands, finding yourself here at the top of your mat. Planting both of your feet hip-width distance apart. Take an inhale, let's find the flat back. Hands onto the shins here, Ardha Uttanasana. Crown of your head pulls you up, shoulders away from your ears. Tailbone grounds you at the back. Ribs are gonna come in, navel presses to the spine, and you're gonna plug in all of your toes here. Take one good breath, lengthen, maybe look forward. Exhale, we're gonna go and fold down again. Hands onto the floor. If this is not available today, you can take a good bend on the knees. Press your head to the ground. Let's go to your mountain on your next breath. Bend onto the knees, bend onto the hips, tuck your tailbone chin to chest. Head will come up last here. So gently articulate every single vertebrae in your back, finding your own version of slow here. And then slowly find your peak. Extend all of your hands up to the sky once you do. Hands in prayer. Exhale, hands in prayer to the heart. And to the side, Samastitihi. Slowly, let's go and find your Prasarita stance here. Slowly step that right foot at the back of your mat, opening your toes, gently pointing to the long side of your mat. So find your stance here first. Maybe come a little bit near or maybe far. So the farther it will be, it's a little bit more open. It's a little bit more, it's actually less intense for some. So hands here beside your hips first. Now feeling that energy not just onto the heels but also pressing onto the toes. You're going to tuck your tailbone down, or ribs are going to come into the spine. Take an inhale, hands reach up to the sky, hands in prayer. On your exhale, left toes first. Or left toes are going to point to the front of your mat. You're going to bend that left knee as you extend your hands to the sides. This is your Virabhadrasana 2. Left hand forward, right hand at the back, shoulders stack onto the hips. Now feeling the stance on your Warrior 2. Make sure you can still see your left big toe. That means that if you can't see them, probably your left knee is gently turning in. So we're going to turn them out to the left side, pulling that left ankle a little bit to the center like that. So finding a good way to stand here. Gently left quad parallel to the floor. And then slowly find awareness on your outer right foot at the back. You're going to plug it in so that not much of your weight is just in front. It's also at the back. Hands extend to the side. Right shoulder stacks here on your right hip. So it's not too far forward or lazy at the back. It's just here. Grounding your shoulders down here. Find your focus on your left fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Take an inhale. All of your palms come up. You're going to extend your hands here in prayer to the sky. Left leg extends. On your exhale, we're going to come back, Warrior 2. Bending on the left knee, hands extend to the side. One more time. Palms come up, left leg extends. Exhale, Warrior 2, bending that left knee. One more time. Hands in prayer. Exhale, release, bending that left knee. Slowly, hands in prayer to the sky, left leg extends. This time, we're going to extend that right foot, crawl that right foot towards the front a little bit. Extend your hands to the side. Left hip presses at the back, swing forward. Left hand to the shin, maybe to the ankle, maybe lift your finger on the big toe, maybe grab your block, place them here beside that inner left foot, ground it down, maybe the long and maybe the wide, or maybe nothing at all. Place that left hand, left palm here at the ground. Extend that right hand up high, Uttita Trikonasana triangle pose. Find that right thumb, roll that right shoulder back, engage your core. We're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Look down first. We're gonna go back here. So extend that left hand. Let's go and find your Prasarita stance once more. Left toes pointing to the front. Arrange your width again. Maybe lengthen, maybe shorten. Hands reach up high, hands in prayer. On your exhale, we're going to try the opposite side. So this time, her right toes pointing to the back, bending that right knee, hands extend to the side. This time, your focus is on the right fingertips. Shoulders stack onto the hips, ribs are in. You're going to tuck your tailbone down. Again, making sure you can still see your right big toes. Inhale and exhale. Take an inhale, hands in prayer, extend that right leg. Exhale, warrior 2, bend that right knee. One more, hands reach up high, extend that right leg. Exhale, bending that right knee, Virabhadrasana 2. One more, hands reach up to the sky. Exhale, bending that right knee, connect that movement with that breath. Hands extend up high once more. This time, left leg, left foot, cross to the right foot. Hands to the side, press your hip. Slowly, right hand to the shin, to the ankle. Maybe lift your finger on the big toe. Or maybe find a block here or all of your palms ground down. A left hand reaches up high. Find your left thumb here reaching for your sky. Peel that left shoulder open. Engage your core. Let the crown of your head pull you forward. Right hip pushes you to the front. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. Look down first, coming back to the front. This time, all of your toes pointing to the long side of your mat. Hands in prayer to the sky. Take an inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, you're going to fold all the way down. So open your palms to the side as you hinge from the hips. Grounding down here in your Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Open your heart, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release. Fold all the way down. Hands can come parallel to the feet, bending the elbows shoulder distance apart. So, an option to less intensify this pose, lengthen the stance on each foot or shorten them, making sure nothing is painful. You can also bend onto the knees if this is too much, just making sure your tailbone is pointing up to the sky still. Also, if you feel like your weight is just onto the heels, maybe you can plug in more on the toes. Feel your head heavy here. You can close your eyes and find the sensations here on your legs as you open up. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Look forward, lengthen once more. On your exhale, we're gonna crawl all of your feet towards the center here, finding yourself a hip width distance apart on your feet. Slowly bending onto the knees, pressing your hips down. We're gonna take ourselves to a good seat once more at the center of your mat. Planting both of your feet hip width distance. Slowly, hands at the back. Lean back here for a bit. And then slowly, side to side here on your legs. Windshield wipers left and right. Just find a way to neutralize the spine, or just finding a good massage on your lower thighs, maybe to the glutes, making sure nothing is painful. Take one more breath here. And slowly, let's release. Coming back to the center, let's go back to our recline. Lower back, middle back, upper back, head down to the mat. Slowly finding yourself here back. You're going to extend that right leg to the sky, point or flex. And then bending onto that right knee, right ankle on top of your left thigh, left knee. Find yourself here in your figure 4. An option to stay here, maybe pressing that right knee away from your heart. Or if you want some more, hands are going to clasp on your left thigh, left shin, pressing that right ankle to your heart center. Release your shoulders down, relax your face. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, release that left foot. We're going to ground that right foot down. Let's try the opposite side. Left leg to the sky, point or flex. And then slowly bending onto that left knee, left ankle on top of your right quad, right thigh. An option to stay here, maybe putting that left knee away from your body. Or if you want some more, hands and clasp on the right thigh, right shin this time. Pressing your left ankle towards your heart center. Relax your shoulders down, soften the face. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Releasing the hands, releasing the foot. Extending that left foot back down. Let's go back to your Savasana. Extending your feet to the top of your mat. Hands extend to the side, palms facing up. Close your eyes here for a few moments to gently come back to your center, to gently come back to the space. Slowly, focusing on how you're breathing. And let your breath release any tension in your body that is still there. I invite you into this moment to gently come back to the intentions that you have set up for yourself today. And grounding down to mindfulness. And grounding down to the ease and the alignment that you want for yourself. Breathing in and breathing out. As we take a seat and find your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions arise in this practice, see those thoughts as feelings without any judgment by taking time and being gentle with yourself and finding grace when emotions arise. When thoughts and your feelings come through. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Slowly coming back to the physical body. Wiggling the toes. Wiggling the fingers. Swinging the head side to side. As low as you can. As low as you want. Whenever you're ready, bending the knees one by one, planting the feet one by one, leaning onto one side, and then slowly coming back to a seat, to your easy sitting pose to the center of your mat, grounding you back down to where we began. Closing your practice today with 3 clearing and mindful breaths. Take an inhale, extend all of your hands up to the sky, hands up in prayer. Exhale, hands in prayer to the heart. 1 more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands in prayer to the heart, let it go. 1 final breath, extend all of your hands up to the sky, hands up in prayer. Exhale, hands in prayer to the heart. Bow down as if gazing into your own heart. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice for today. Thank yourself for being here and making time and creating space. Namaste.